They say that Joker 2 fails, and here's why. Today, we need to talk about the sequel to Joker, the film that earned Joaquin Phoenix an Oscar. The long-awaited sequel has finally premiered, and there is much to discuss, from Lady Gaga's inclusion to the fact that it's a musical, and whether it's any good. This video, however, will not contain spoilers. These are just the first impressions of the people about Joker 2, also known as Joker, Folie, Deux. The first film introduced us to Arthur Fleck, a man who had been deeply oppressed by society and eventually transformed into the Joker, after which he killed several people and is now imprisoned. In this second film, his story continues behind bars, but this time he's not alone. He falls in love with a co-protagonist during his incarceration. Simultaneously, Fleck is also facing trial, which will determine his fate. Comparing it to the first Joker film, which left viewers with a deep emotional impact, this sequel doesn't elicit the same kind of engagement or empathy for the characters. The first film, despite its ambiguity, had a clear message about mental health and society, and while it didn't provide definitive answers, it was an exploration of Arthur Fleck's character. This time, however, the sequel feels aimless and lacks the same social critique, leaving the musical aspect to fall even flatter. There are successful examples of musicals that integrate well with courtroom dramas, but in Joker 2, there is no real justification for the characters to break into song. Arthur Fleck's character, rather than being expanded upon, seems diluted along with the social critique and themes from the first movie. The first major issue revolves around the musical aspect of the film. Does it work? The answer is largely no. While musicals often add a unique element to storytelling, in this case, it doesn't contribute anything significant to the narrative. Instead, the musical moments feel repetitive, interrupting the flow of the story rather than enhancing it. Most of the songs are not memorable or particularly interesting, and they don't stand out musically. Furthermore, the film struggles to fully commit to its identity as a musical early on, which results in some awkwardness when characters begin singing out of nowhere. By the end, the film seems more comfortable with its musical format, but even then, it never fully works. Throughout the viewing experience, there's a noticeable disconnect between the audience and the story. As comic book adaptations have evolved, things have become increasingly complicated, and Joker, Folie, Deux doesn't escape this complexity. To begin with, the film drew attention for its significantly increased budget. Joaquin Phoenix was paid around $30 million, and Lady Gaga $10 million, which sent production costs skyrocketing. Yet, the movie itself doesn't seem to reflect that kind of budget on screen. Moreover, it was revealed that the film would largely be a musical, which initially turned many people away. As for the performances, Joaquin Phoenix remains exceptional, and Lady Gaga delivers a solid portrayal of this new version of Harley Quinn. Still, the film doesn't give enough development to her character, making it difficult to form a connection with her or see her as a strong counterpart to Phoenix's Joker. Surprisingly, the chemistry between Jared Leto's Joker and Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn might even be stronger than the chemistry between Phoenix and Gaga. The best part of the film arguably comes toward the climax, during the trial and its resolution. In these moments, Arthur Fleck's character finally begins to shine, delivering strong dialogue and creating tension. However, just as it seems the film will rise to the level of the first one, it ultimately falls flat. This lack of impact is what leaves many feeling sad after watching it. To be clear, Joker 2 isn't a terrible film. It's simply a movie burdened with high expectations. The musical concept, while intriguing, fails to deliver something memorable or meaningful. The film revisits many elements of the first Joker from different angles but lacks a strong justification for a sequel. While there could have been potential for a Joker sequel, a more conventional approach, perhaps closer to the first film, might have yielded better results. Nevertheless, the film has its moments, the performances are commendable, and there are interesting visuals, but overall, Joker 2 feels like a misstep. A spoiler-filled review will follow soon when we watch the movie, as the ending and other plot twists definitely warrant further discussion.